So we finally got some news from the Wrestling Code. Virtual Basement dropped a teaser today that showed a full entrance and some gameplay. If you're into the whole ragdoll mechanics, this might be the thing for you. We got the trailer here. We're going to react to it. We're going to see what we like, what we don't like. Let's dive right into it. All right, man, we got the Wrestling Code. Here we go. Time to dive into this. It's not just a game anymore. You already know what that's alluding to. Chris Danger. Chris Danger's phenomenal, by the way, guys. This is one of my favorite content creators, so I'm actually really happy that they put him into this game. I know they put him in Fight Forever too, but this seems to be an upgrade, right? Because Fight Forever just kind of has those arcadey graphics, but this is getting down, man. It's getting down. So the graphics right away already remind me of Skate Sessions. If you're familiar with the Skate Sessions sim, the graphics sort of look like that. Not too bad for an independent company making this. The fireworks look good. The stage looks awesome. The lighting looks good. It is a little blurry, but that could just be the resolution. And obviously this is just probably pre-beta. There's probably still lots of work to do on this game. I've already watched this preview earlier, but we're just going to react to it again in full screen because I did watch it on my phone. Didn't really get to see it in its full glory, but the entrance looks good, man. They got the entrance motions down, but it definitely is a downgrade from graphics if you're used to like the 2K platforms. But I think that's just expected coming from a lower budget game. But it looks good. The stadium looks amazing. They got the whole dome setting. The crowd sort of feels alive. I mean, haven't really got a good glimpse of the crowd. I do love the indie style turnbuckles or the AEW style turnbuckles a lot more than seeing the WWE style turnbuckles. I wish we would have gotten some cable ropes. That's not to say that those won't be in this game, but I would like to see some cable ropes make their way into a video game at some point other than Fight Forever. It'd be nice to have a creation suite to edit those. So we got the gameplay already. First look at Ken Shamrock. I'm going to go on and say, though, Matt Cardona right here looks pretty good, but Ken Shamrock kind of looked like a Caw from 2K. The gameplay is slow and clunky. You got the ragdoll mechanics. DDP, first look at DDP. The chair shot looks nice. I hate the sound effects in this already. But Chris Danger throwing them up. It does look clunky, guys. It does, but this is pre-beta. Our Rob Van Dam looks great. I think they got the body morph perfect. But if you take a close look, guys, they do have fighting stances. Ultimo Dragon in the game, man. You gotta love to see it. They do have fighting stances in this, guys. It's man, I can't get with the fighting stances. Hopefully they get rid of those. This reminds me a lot of sort of WWF Attitude. The graphics are just not there right now, and the way that they move and how slow this gameplay looks, it just reminds me of WWF Attitude. Or it even kind of looks close to the Legends of Wrestling. If you look at the fighting stances and you take a look back at Legends of Wrestling, it looks very similar to the same type of fighting stances that they got. But not bad. I mean, it's not a bad trailer. It's not a bad looking game for a pre-beta. We haven't heard anything on this game for a while. We've just kind of been getting roster dumps, and I was starting to believe that this game was never going to release. But what I can say to the Wrestling Code and the devs working on the Wrestling Code is take your time. Take your time. Get out the best alternative to a wrestling game that you can possibly do, and give us some cool features, man. More features and competition is good to go against the 2K games, because if you're a fan of the 2K games and you want 2K to do even better, then they need competition. They had AEW Fight Forever to go up against with WWE 2K24. We got tons of different features within WWE 2K24, so I'm hoping the Wrestling Code and Ultra Pro Wrestling step up the game and add those features that give 2K that creativity. Not to downplay the Wrestling Code or Ultra Pro Wrestling, but I think ultimately we want a company that has the budget to produce the best wrestling game possible. And we all know, sitting on this right now, it's 2K and WWE. They have the budget. I'm really hoping that AEW can step up and give us an alternative to AEW Fight Forever, and with better graphics, just a whole different game, right? A whole different experience for AEW Fight Forever. But Wrestling Code is looking good, man. It is slow, it is clunky, but like I said, if you're used to something like Skate Sessions, you would kind of be used to these graphics by now. It does have the ragdoll mechanics, and it is clunky, and it has its issues, it has its glitching. The Real Engine 5 is great, but if you've played games and you're familiar with that engine, it does have its downsides. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited that we have more pro wrestling video games coming out, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for Ultra Pro Wrestling. I'm excited for the Wrestling Code, man. The Wrestling Code has a massive roster, and I'm excited to see what kind of features the Wrestling Code has to offer, whether it be community creations, whether it be a great creation suite in general. I think that 2K sort of set the bar for all wrestling games going forward, that a creation suite and community creations is probably a must when it comes to longevity of your games. I would have to say that that's probably the most popular feature within WWE 2K, as well as something like a universe mode. But I've never really stood on that hill of universe mode could be the end all be all. There's tons of different ways you could look at a universe mode, call it something different, incorporate certain features that make the feel of the game different. It doesn't always have to be exactly like universe mode is built, but as far as creation suite and community creations, I feel like that has to be in the game because we have tons of creators that play these wrestling games. As a matter of fact, we have creators actually making the Wrestling Code right now. Shout out to Dre41. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited to see what the future holds for professional wrestling video games, and good trailer. I want more. Something that I did notice in the trailer was the selling. The selling for different weight classes is one of those attention to detail features that we're missing in today's wrestling video games. We do have great attention to detail within WWE 2K, but the fact that we haven't had something like this in WWE 2K kind of blows me away. It looked great that we have different selling points on the same move, different body type. It's great. It's great. It looks good. It feels like the match will be different every time you play, depending on who you're facing within the match. Kudos to Virtual Basement. I can't wait to see more. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the trailer. Are you excited for more wrestling games? Are you excited for the future of the Wrestling Code? Let me know how you feel. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.